Hello everybody, welcome back to a Free Content Friday video. Again with me, Paul Utica. And I want to talk today about inspections, which the topic was brought up by my buddy Chris Fink. He's a great lender. If you ever need a loan, reach out to Chris for sure. The topic that he brought up to discuss was inspections. Home inspections. When do you need them? Does the lender require them? Is it a legal part of a home contract? All these kind of things that have to do with the inspection. So today we're going to talk about inspections. So in short, the most quick answer that I can give you is when you get into an executed contract, which means both parties agree to a contract. You have a buyer, you have a seller. Both parties have signed a contract and agreed to the contract. It is then the buyer's option. And it just so happens that there is something called the option period, right? In a contract, it's 7 to 10 days that the buyer has to perform an inspection on the home, okay? Now, this is not legally required unless it has been drawn up in the contract, but a typical contract does not legally require the buyer to inspect the property. Why would they not want to do that is beyond me, but it's not a necessity. Maybe sometimes, like if it's a brand new house, if it was built 2 years ago or it's a brand new build, then of course, you may not have to do the inspection, because inspections, you do have to pay for them. They're not free, right? And so legally, inspections are not required, but during the option period, it is the buyer's option to have that home inspected. And because if you find something wrong with the home that the seller is not willing to address, then during that option period, you can get out of the contract, legally, right? And you get your option money back. Not your option money, you get your earnest money back. Your option money is gone, right? Because you paid like maybe $200 to $500 for that option period, and so you paid for that period, right? So you don't get that money back. But so your inspection is not required by law. It is not required by the lender either, okay? So there is a requirement by the lender, which is an appraisal, okay? So inspections and appraisals are completely different, right? Inspection is something the buyer does. Appraisal is something the lender requires. Because if I'm giving you $300,000 or $850,000 or $4.2 million for a home, I want to know that that home is worth that amount, right? And we're not getting into a bad deal there. So, but yes, back to inspections, Chris. Not required by law. Buyer's discretion. Of course. And so if you have an agent that is representing you, of course, you can discuss that with your real estate agent. Your lender can also help you with a lot of things, but as far as your inspection, that would be up to you to discuss with your agent and see if it's something you guys need to do. And if so, that would happen in the option period, right at the beginning of an executed contract. So that's it for today. Thank you, Chris Fink. I love you guys, and I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all next Friday.
You're walking with your talents, that you're walking. You're running in the club. Another sign of the window that is stuck to like a shindo. You're running in the club. You get rid of your pot, and the blood stains on the carpet. You're running in the club.